like high school students use libraries. And this is a space that we're excited to be, for use.
Thank you.
All right.
Looking at the restrooms, that brings up a question. Will restrooms be segregated between students?
We haven't got into that. We did talk about locker rooms being segregated, meaning that when it was being used by the high school, it would not be available to the public. And we're talking about all those kind of security issues. And for me, that's the first thing I look at is I look at it from a parent's viewpoint. Being a parent, having a kid, I started in law enforcement many years ago, and that's the first thing I look at is what are the security issues? What are these students going to be as safe as they are in high school? And the answer so far is yes. There's no reason why they wouldn't be. We do have a full police department. The police chief's going to be here tonight at the open forum to answer questions. But here's a great study space. And access, as a public library, they would have access to books. One of the things
is considered a public library, not the schools, like
most of the state instituted or state supported colleges and universities is considered a public library. One of the other things that came up is access to Wi-Fi and IT, and their IT person was saying, that they're going to have, we're going to have to set up filters or certain things that college students have access to that high school students will not have access to. We talked through all that they are going to work with our IT people and segregate the access to Wi-Fi and the type of things that they want, like you have in the school now. They believe they can do that in the building.
are there smart boards in classrooms? Or?
We have smart boards. I think the high school will bring whatever furniture, fixtures, and equipment that they want to bring. We'll probably be taking our smart boards over to our new classrooms. Another thing that we were told, and I understand, is that there's state law regarding selling drinks, caffeine drinks, those kind of things, and that'll be enforced by the school. And if we need to, we'll move a couple of those machines. Water will be available if they want to purchase it.
And there's a cafeteria here.
Well, I was going to show you what they're looking at.
Can I ask one question about the library? Because it is a public library, publicly funded by the state, are you able to block access to the public at all?
We're not going to block access to the general public. We are going to block access to things that the high school does not want their students. But they can do that separately.
Right. I guess my question is because we're separated by glass doors between this area and the classrooms that are being proposed. So are you able to, anybody from the public, not just college students, could be in this library at any time? Is that correct?
Yeah, right,
okay.
yeah.
Just clarifying.
My experience is that this library
TARDA drops off here.
So you don't have to be a student.
Woefully underused, and I think most of the people in here will be high school students if they do come here. And understanding that a lot of the questions are related to the security and separation of high school students. I think those are a lot of the things that we have to work through. Physically, we're at a point right now, this was brought to my attention, less than 4 weeks ago, that this could possibly happen, and then the information. So if we're working through it from a physical standpoint, we think it's possible. And actually would be a very positive experience for both college and high school. A lot of those other details are being worked on. We're going to meet weekly. And
are you still working on is it a lease situation?
yes.
When we would be, and
right now we're looking at just leasing it as we do other facilities. The Toledo Police Department Academy is on campus in our law enforcement building, and they lease space. And they're right across the street. And so it'd be the same kind of thing. We will provide the facilities and the services that you need, but you run it, the sort of thing.
Okay, and has there been any discussion on
to get range, and we charge per square foot. It depends on the square foot and the kind of building. Anywhere between about $12 a square foot to $18 a square foot.
And is it there going to discuss a term, how long this would be? This is-
No, there hasn't. We're just looking at general numbers and we're going by square foot. Now here's some additional areas that would be classrooms and labs.
As we go through, can you point out to which one would be Rossford and which one would be Owens?
We tagged them by that's a good question. The ribbons indicate Rossford. So they came up with that idea today and I like this. So this would be one of their labs. So we'll clear our stuff out. But they needed a wet lab and dry lab. And then the shared space in here will be segregated so they'll have their own storage.
So you
And this would be strictly
all the
the high
equipment
school.
would go to, and then they would bring.
Yeah, if there's something they could use and borrow or wanted to borrow, that would be appropriate and it would be available. I think we'll be friendly about it, but they'll bring their own equipment.